fervently that the game tonight has plenty in store for us. Mark Lawrenson is alongside me up in the box here.
Hi John, good evening. Some top quality football, absolutely guaranteed.
The UEFA Champions League started with countless teams entering the initial qualifiers. Now we're down to the best two. So this is it, the battle to decide just who will be crowned the kings of Europe.
Two outstanding teams. I just can't pick who's going to win this one.
As I look around the stands, there seems to be no lack of support for either side. A splendid occasion. Hold on to your seat for the next 90 minutes. They seem to be moving the ball around nicely, dictating the pace of the game. And looking for some space to appear up front. Well, that wasn't close by any stretch of the imagination.
You do see them go in from there, though. Mind you, not that time.
Marchisio. De Celia, Poulsen, here's Yakinta, and Poulsen, dealt with the threat well. Got his foot in. Oh, here he comes, steaming up from the back. The move breaks down, on one side to tack. When it finishes, provides the starting point for the other team to counter. Marchisio. Agger. Stopped him well there. Here though, on the counter. This is pleasing on the eye. Spilled by the keeper. Good save! Really good reactions. Almiron. Trezeguet. Zebina. Can he find something? There's the opening goal, and it's so well timed.
Quite simple. On his right foot, his favourite foot. It's a goal. What's your problem?
He's found the target 2 weeks running. That'll do his confidence a world of good. They had the opposition on the back foot for a good while, so with a deserved lead now.
You can't beat that, just scoring before half-time makes all the difference.
Finds his man with a through ball over the top. It's a corner as the keeper punches that one. Lifts it high. It's well defended. lofty clearance downfield. The referee blows his whistle to signal half-time.
The thing about the 1-0 lead is it's something you can build on. They're playing well enough to score more goals in the second half.
So the scoreline reads 1-0 as the teams... And we are underway in the second half. Can we expect them now to really press home this advantage? Now they're keeping the ball nicely, looking to stretch the defence this way and that until a gap appears. Here's a goal-scoring opportunity. It sails wide of the left post. Not a bad effort though.
Did everything right except the most important part of all, actually planting the ball in the net.
Trezeguet. Ball one here. Zebina. Poulsen. Almiron. They're pushing forward again, and they have to now. There has to be something from this attack, you feel, if they're going to stay in this match. Here's Zebina. I have to say the crowd is adding to this as a spectacle. The noise they're making is terrific. Played just beyond the hour here. Here's Almiron. Here's Giovinco. Marquisio. Zebina. They found a little pocket here. And the shots! And a punch away by the keeper there sends it behind for a corner kick. Drifts one in. Possibilities beckon. Maybe now. We've got players warming up on the touchline. Possibilities here. They've won another corner. Well, it'll be fascinating to see how the manager's decision here will affect the contest. Oh, it's been given a bit of height. Pressure on the opposition now, the throw in a dangerous area.
Just do your job defensively from this throw.
Up for the header, straight at the goalkeeper. Gerrard! Well, he just leant back and put that ball well clear of goal.
You think they could take one of those three chances, wouldn't you?
Looks like fresh legs are about to be introduced. Fernando Torres. Ball given away there. Marquisio. Almiron. Yakinta. A clean take by the keeper. Comes off his line and makes it his. He was obstructed there. Referee gives the free kick. Another scoring opportunity here. And he'll go direct! Maybe a miss hit. It was off target.
That would have killed the game off completely.
Everyone looking towards the fourth official, wondering how much additional time there is to play. 2 minutes is the answer. could arguably say that this is the greatest night in their history. They are the champions of Europe. Celebrations now starting in fine style, and sporting applause for the defeated finalists, which is good to see. A fitting finale to a marvellous tournament.
Well, there's nowhere else in the world that I'd rather be at this moment. It's great to see that the tournament hasn't lost any of its magic over the years. This is a great day to make Champions League history. The whole world will be watching.
And so we leave tonight's broadcast. Many thanks to Mark. Anticipation, passion, excitement and expectation. It's all here in what is the final chapter of the UEFA Champions League. John Champion and Jim Beglin on commentary duty here. The perfect prelude to any big game, the UEFA Champions League anthem. Giants of Spanish football, giants of European football. Real Madrid's record in UEFA club competition speaks for itself, and it's one that most clubs, if not all, would envy. See how both these teams will line up. No shortage of support for either team as the game gets up and running amidst huge... So, here we go then. Xabi Alonso. Higuain. Xabi Alonso. Now wins possession. Possibilities here. Cristiano Ronaldo. The opener. And if there were any nerves, that should settle them.
You have to say he took that really well, but the keeper made such a bad mistake, and it could cost his team badly.
gets the ball back. Through on his own. The rebound. Goalkeeper's ball. Sergio Ramos. He's stolen the ball. Chance here. The keeper deals with it. Sergio Ramos. Defensive lapse there, the ball's been stolen. Booted away. Guess who? There's a possibility here for a shot. Inside the box now. He gives it back. Now! Hit the post! It's well wide.
He's handled the pressure so well at times like this in the past. I can't believe he's missed it.
What a through ball. Into the area. That's marginally off target. Not enough to worry the goalkeeper, really.
You know what you need when you get in those positions is composure and coolness. And he just didn't show enough of it.
Just over 15 minutes remaining in the first half. Now it's a great chance for a counter. Possibilities here. His left foot shot was well struck, but not good enough to beat the keeper. Sergio Ramos. Kaká. Cristiano Ronaldo, who's already made an impact on this game. Xabi Alonso. Cristiano Ronaldo. Higuain's got it. Now Benzema. And the defensive block is an important one. Once more they come. Kaká's there. 4 men sent forward. Possibility here for a cross. Sheer weight of defensive numbers sorted that out. The whistle signals the end of the first half.
Well, they've been quite limited in their play. It's not really been expansive enough, and I think the fans will just want it to open up a bit more. Certainly get a bit more width in their play.
Underway. Real Madrid against Ajax. And he's coming in. Oh, you can't throw chances like that away.
Well, opportunities like that don't come along that often. He'll really be upset with himself for that.
Luis Suarez. In the box. The keeper saved it. Maybe, though, he could have knocked it further away from his 6-yard box. In the end, though, well cleared by the defender. Cristiano Ronaldo. Kaká. Players are warming up on the touchline now. Now Higuain. Was he fouled? No, says the referee. No way through. It's through. Luis Suarez. Scorer of 2 goals in their last fixture. There's the equaliser. And how vital might that be for Ajax?
Yeah, he took that pass really well, but he still had a lot of work to do. I thought the finish was really stylish. What a lovely passage of play.
To be honest, you'd have been shocked if he hadn't scored. 7 in 7. They're now making a substitution. Here's Kaká, Pepe, Xabi Alonso, Sergio Ramos. We've got players warming up on the touchline. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Sergio Ramos totally mistimed his tackle there and gives away a free kick. Well, it's a booking, no surprise really. Have to agree with the ref there. Defender didn't get anywhere near the ball. No complaints about that. Now a change in personnel. It's going to take something special to beat the keeper from here. Now it's a goal kick. Well, here comes a substitution. "75 minutes on the clock now. Xabi Alonso. Marcelo. Xabi Alonso. Pepe. Fair challenge, says the referee. Luis Suarez. Great finish. They've taken the lead for the very first time. They have come from behind.
That was a great run off the ball to latch onto the through pass, and he was so composed at beating the keeper.
He's got his second, and this is rapidly becoming a personal duel between him and the keeper. But no whistle. Moving into the box. And here they come once more. Van der Wiel's cross. Played the ball in, but no one could make any form of connection. Hits the ball in. Super defending. Into the box. And that's a wonderful save. Great chance. Put into touch, the defence really working well today. This looks promising. Inside the box now. Into the box. They came, they saw, they conquered. They are the champions of Europe. Celebrations now starting in fine style, and sporting applause for the defeated finalists, which is good to see. A fitting finale to a marvellous tournament.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nowhere else I'd rather be at the moment. It's great to see that this tournament hasn't lost any of its magic over the years. I think the team has been great, I think the manager has been great, the support has been absolutely fantastic. They deserve all this.
With that, it's time for me to thank my co-commentator Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. anticipation, passion, excitement and expectation. It's all here in what is the final chapter of the UEFA Champions League. On commentary duty, John Champion and Jim Beglin. And the stadium comes to life as we hear the strains of the UEFA Champions League anthem. So Jim, share your thoughts before we kick off.
Well, both teams have spent enough time on preparation. I mean, physically and tactically they should be in perfect condition. It might come down to luck today, you know.
Let's see how both these teams will line up. Expectation subsides and the action begins. So, here we go then. And a chance! It's a vital clearance. The keeper will be breathing a huge sigh of relief. Luckily there were no strikers around to pick it up. Opportunity here, breaking through, and he curls it in! They're off to a flyer. And La. Ribéry. It's a super effort this, what a run! They were founded in 1900 and Bayern Munich have been one of the most successful clubs in German footballing history.
Yeah, just look at their record. They're one of the most powerful clubs in Europe. They won the UEFA Champions League in 2001. And who'll ever forget that famous final in '99 when they lost in such dramatic fashion to Manchester United?
Timoshuk, Toni Kroos, Rafinha. The ball is sent into the middle and the cross dealt with. Cuts it out. Healy. Oh, this ball control is excellent. Makes his way through. The goalkeeper to the rescue.
Oh, that's another terrific save. He made it look so easy too.
Could it be a chance? Now the chance! And a shot! The ball found its way past everyone.
Well, I I didn't think there was much on that time, but he got the shot past the line of defenders. I think he did really well there.
Chance here! That's an admirable save.
Oh, he got a hand to that one too, and did just about enough.
He's on the end of it. It's not going in.
Oh, that was very unlikely to miss from there, and it's such an important game. You can only think the pressure of the occasion has got to him.
And yes, he can shoot. And he'll drive it here. They've done it. A wonderful piece of dribbling with a finish to match.
Well, he showed some lovely technique to see that through. There was an excellent composure about it too.
Running with the ball at his feet. Nikolai Dorin-Goyan. Cut it out nicely. Possibilities here. And it's a really well-taken goal. And no one could deal with the pass, and a great finish to follow too.
It's the kind of move defences hate to deal with. That through ball just took them all out of play.
Is half-time.
I just think they've knocked the ball about really well and, made the opposition chase it all over the pitch, but importantly, they've got that lead.
3 goals we've seen. So here's the second half then. More of the same will doubtless please their manager. Rangers against Bayern Munich. A really impressive run through. That's a close run thing.
What an effort that was. It's done very well from that distance.
Ready to shoot. And a chance! That's a corner kick for Rangers. Leaps for the header. Somehow he conjured up an effort there.
But it certainly took some skill to get that shot through the defence. On another day, he might have got lucky.
Clearly a foul. Morris Edu, Naismith. It's one of the great skills, dribbling, plenty to admire here. Moving into the box, now he's ready for a shot. And he'll shoot, still in play! And his shot didn't find the net.
Okay, it's just failed to go in for him, but the support is working hard on him for that. His work rate and passion is there for you all to see. It's great stuff.
Healy. And he continues the run, looking towards the penalty area. Now he can go on his own. And the danger cleared away. Maybe now. Cleared away from danger. And that's good defensive play. Picking up the loose ball, putting it into touch. The keeper, I think, will be relieved as well. It's their second change of the game.
He knows he really should have done a lot better here today. Not one he looked back on with any sort of fond memory.
There's a possibility here for a shot. 75 minutes on the clock now. Müller. Running through nicely, and he'll get the shot away here. And he does what he does best.
Well, what about that for an inspired substitution? Just on, and he's found the net.
He's a crowd pleaser, all right. Tony Cruz gets possession. Lafferty. Moving forward. And a chance here for a goal. And it's a really well taken goal. Oh no, what a shame, the flag's up. The referee says no goal.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Schweinsteiger. Tony Cruz. Chance! Quick reactions and a fine save.
Oh, great reactions there from him to stop that.
Read that play and got the ball. Great work. Running on and on. And a shot! The goalkeeper reacts well.
Well, he hasn't put a foot wrong today, no matter what way they come at him. Absolutely brilliant.
A great chance now with this corner. The referee blows his whistle for full time. An incredible final chapter to their European conquest as they prove their European pedigree. They are the winners of the UEFA Champions League. Celebrations now starting in fine style and sporting applause for the defeated finalists, which is good to see. A fitting finale to a marvellous tournament.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nowhere else I'd rather be at the moment. It's great to see that this tournament hasn't lost any of its magic over the years. It's been such a tough contest. It's always very difficult in the UEFA Champions League, but finally the crown's theirs.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. And that brings us to the end of our coverage this evening. biggest day of the European footballing calendar. It is, of course, the UEFA Champions League final. John Champion here, and providing the insight for all of us is Jim Beglin. And the sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, a perfect addition to an already electric atmosphere. Barcelona considered by many to be the ultimate football club.
And you know that the supporters own and operate the club.
And that's key, isn't it, in the philosophy?
Absolutely. I mean, they're one of the most successful clubs in Spain's history, and they're very proud of that tradition.
Lineups for today. So, here we go then. They've won another corner. Here's a ball in. Thwarted by some dogged defending. They're off on the counter. The flag stays down. It's opened up nicely for him. Oh, that is fabulous! Sensational goal! That could turn out to be a big, big goal.
Well, that run was all about great decision and great drive. And they say that dribbling is a dying art. Well, not in that evidence.
He just went all the way. It's a treat, that one. Have the all-important opener.
Listen, the pressure and intensity of a final can give the scorers of that first goal a huge, huge lift. The others, well, they'll get to feel a sense of panic now.
It's a good spell of passing. There'll be a throw-in. He's looking to attack from out wide. Header! Right time, right place, wrong outcome.
Yeah, they have lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite.
Now through to Villa. The ball played out wide. James Forrest looking to thread it through. He's waiting here. opportunity here. It's a really good try, but no goal.
And that is one very relieved man between the sticks. There was no way he was going to get to that, and he knows it.
Got it. Here's Piqué. Cuts it out. Suddenly the defence is on the back foot. He's onside. No, it's been cut out. Now the chance. He so nearly exploited that mistake.
Well, there's an example of good play for you. That was all his own making too, to retrieve the ball and get the shot away. Well done, son.
Piqué. Here's a ball in.
They're just not realising their potential. They have to find an end product.
Oh, atrocious tackle. Free kick given. And it's a booking. No surprise, really. I have to agree with the ref there. Defender didn't get anywhere near the ball. No complaints about that. Barcelona with a free kick. He sends it in. And he'll drive it here. What a reprieve that was. Hits the ball in. Wonderful header. No, not quite. Half-time approaching. Now he's ready for a shot, and a shot here. They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
Well, it was commitment that nearly earned him a goal there. Once he won the ball, he was always going to try his luck.
Ball in, and a header! Just off target.
Or maybe he just cut across the shot slightly and that made it track the wrong side of the post, but that's very unlucky.
Xavi. Through to him, chance, hits it, puts it away, they lead by 2.
Well, it's so rare to see that kind of ability in the modern game. I'm just delighted it ended in the goal. Great stuff.
A memorable solo effort that. The whistle signals the end of the first half.
Well, we were expecting this as well. There's always a real bite to this fixture, and as usual, the two sides are really going at each other right from the off.
It's a lead, but not a decisive one. Interesting first half, but I hope there's plenty of action for you to catch in the next 45 minutes. Barcelona against Celtic. on for him. Plays this forward, slides it through, he's latched onto it. Was offside there, and the opposition defenders look pretty relieved.
He just needs to work on his timing and be a little more aware of his position.
Ball stolen. Now through to Stokes. He can take the shot on here. Another attempt. Stop the danger. It was great play by the defence there, and it's out for throw-in. Could be a chance now. He's bursting forward, and he scores! They lead by 3, and that may just about be that. He escaped the shackles and finished very well.
Yeah, defensively they thought they had him where they wanted him, but he's forever on his toes and he showed terrific movement to manufacture some space and score.
We resume again, the score is 3-0. And we've reached the hour mark. Can he now find a finish? Oh, that should have been their fourth.
Okay, they've got nothing to show for it, but that was a really incisive counter-attack, and it's hard to defend against that type of breakaway.
Creating a counter-attack. Now through to Samaras. The pass cut out. Xavi. Piqué. The ball's with Xavi. He's looking to play it into the channel. This could be interesting. A penalty given here. The referee taking exception to the challenge, and the player concerned has been sent off. A straight red. A chance for Barcelona. They pull one back from the spot. He made no mistake from the spot.
Well, that looked a simple case of giving the keeper the eyes and just slipping the ball to the other side. That was clever.
A fight back on the cards. A chance, and he'll shoot. My word, that was travelling. Come through to him nicely. He struck that really cleanly.
Oh, at this level, a player should not be missing the target by that distance. That's hard to believe.
Wants to get this forward. PK. Over the top. It's through. Messi. Oh, well taken. The deficit just down to 1 now. A beautiful volley. Really good technique.
Well, you know what was most impressive about that volley is he didn't try to hammer it. He just made sure it was solid contact. The rest was a formality.
The lead's down to a single goal now.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is king.
And that is a yellow card. I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for the tackle. Given under pressure now, you just can't go around diving in for challenges like that. Alexis Sanchez, he's got in. Looking to carve open the defence. It's a corner, good chance here.
The keeper's having a right go at his defence. Just get something on it and get it out of the box.
And there is the final whistle. They came, they saw, they conquered. They are the champions of Europe. Celebrations now starting in fine style and sporting applause for the defeated finalists, which is good to see. A fitting finale to a marvellous tournament.
Look, this is what all footballers dream about. I was lucky to play at this level. It's simply the greatest show on the planet. It's been such a tough contest. It's always very difficult in the UEFA Champions League, but finally the crown's theirs.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me, John Champion, to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish all of you a very good evening.
Benvenuti all'appuntamento, una grandissima partita, si gioca nello splendido Stadio da Luz. Benvenuti all'evento più importante del calcio europeo, le grandi orecchie, la finale della UEFA Champions League sta per arrivare. per ascoltare l'inno ufficiale della UEFA Champions League. Milan è una delle più grandi squadre della storia del calcio, questo non ci sono assolutamente dubbi, basta mettersi davanti a quella bacheca e insomma, i trofei parlano per loro.
È vero, tanti successi in campo internazionale, 7 UEFA Champions League parlano da sole in questo senso.
Finalmente ci siamo. Manchester United e Milan. Passaggio in avanti. Trova bene il compagno. Attenzione. Kakà. Recupera un pallone interessante. Ferdinand riesce a rubargli il pallone. Perdono il pallone. Manchester United ha una nuova possibilità. Rafael può crossare.
Ci sono diversi compagni in mezzo.
Gol del Manchester United, un gol importantissimo che adesso devono gestire. Intervento fantastico per coordinazione, tempismo.
Di fronte a una conclusione così ben eseguita, per il portiere ci sono davvero poche speranze.
Cambiano la storia della partita con un gol davvero pesante.
Il primo gol è sempre fondamentale, soprattutto se arriva in una finale.
Christian Zapata recupera un ottimo pallone. Può andare. Prova a sfondare centralmente. Prova Kakà. Un gol incredibile. Hanno trovato la parità.
Anche dopo lo svantaggio non hanno mai perso la calma e ora potrebbero anche completare la rimonta. De Gea è furioso ed è comprensibile. Per il portiere non c'è niente da fare quando non vede partire il pallone. Ogni tentativo di parata arriva in ritardo.
comincia da una situazione di parità.
Questa è una partita in cui non è facile creare occasioni da gol, ma lui ce l'ha fatta, e come?
Vidic, Rafael, ha servito male il compagno. Il passaggio filtrante largo. Balotelli, vediamo dove può arrivare. De Jong, ottimo recupero. De Jong si fa vedere, deve buttare dentro un cross. Tocco profondo.
È pericoloso come pochi dentro l'area, soprattutto se i difensori gli lasciano fare quello che vuole.
Recupero della difesa. Rafael, Darren Fletcher, c'è Rooney, continua il lavoro palla al piede, pallone comodo per il portiere. Finisce qui una prima frazione di gioco molto intensa. Si chiude dunque il primo tempo della finale. Ti chiedo che opinione ti sei fatto su questa partita fin qui.
Ma ritrovando il pareggio prima della fine del tempo hanno offerto una prova di carattere. D'altra parte le finali si giocano spesso.
Calcio d'inizio. Ruba palla. Balotelli. C'è il fallo. Brutto l'intervento e adesso inevitabile arriva anche la sanzione. Cartellino giallo per lui.
Qui hanno cercato in un modo o nell'altro di evitare un pericolo maggiore.
Da lì potrebbe anche trovare la porta. Balotelli! Murato dalla barriera. Cerca il tiro. Ci prova ancora. Cerca il numero, ma con scarsi risultati.
L'impatto sulla palla è stato perfetto, con la giusta potenza, ma il tiro non è da ben direzionato.
Palla a Kakà. Vidic recupera ancora. Van Persie. Valencia. C'è Rooney. Van Persie. Ottimo tentativo, ma non trova il gol.
È uno che non si fa mai pregare quando si tratta di tirare in porta. Se c'è spazio a sufficienza però va bene a provarci.
Giggs. Si riparte con un fallo laterale. Evra. Darren Fletcher. C'è Rooney. C'è il tocco profondo. Palla a Kakà. Palla a Balotelli. Valencia. Darren Fletcher. Spazio per la ripartenza. Manchester United torna in possesso del pallone. Evra prova a saltare il centrocampo. La gioca larga verso il fondo. Occhio al cross. C'è El Shaarawy. Si ripartirà con una semplice rimessa laterale. ottenuto un'altra rimessa laterale. Boateng cerca la profondità, passaggio in avanti, Mexes è al posto giusto, passano i minuti,
Fanno girare bene la palla, ma non trovano lo spunto per un assalto finale.
Nani, sarà rimessa laterale. L'arbitro controlla il cronometro. Ecco il fischio finale, tra poco tempi supplementari.
Alla fine entrambe le squadre hanno dovuto accontentarsi del pareggio.
Si chiude qui, ma siamo ancora in equilibrio. Dopo 90 minuti è parità assoluta fra queste due squadre. E adesso giocatori pronti a... partiti. C'è Rooney, da lì può crossare, prova il cross, buona deviazione del portiere.
Ha provato ad anticipare i difensori, ma si è mosso troppo in anticipo.
Van Persie, grande recupero del pallone e ottiene un buon calcio di punizione. Non ha assolutamente creato problemi al portiere.
Strano che abbia provato la conclusione in porta da quella distanza.
Riceve un pallone interessante.
È pericoloso come pochi dentro l'area, soprattutto se i difensori gli lasciano fare quello che vuole.
Spazio per la ripartenza. Giggs. C'è il fischio dell'arbitro, dunque si chiude la prima frazione del supplementare.
È stato un incontro davvero interessante e ci aspettano altri 15 minuti di pura adrenalina.
Si comincia. Ancora 15 minuti. Comincia il secondo supplementare. In caso di parità si va dagli 11 metri. Palla Balotelli. Rafael approfitta di un brutto passaggio. Gran recupero qui. Che botta! E c'è il gol del Milan. Non si sono disuniti e sono tornati avanti. Ha finalizzato alla perfezione questo 1 contro 1. Adesso conducono con un gol di scarto.
È proprio questa attitudine a non mollare mai che ha permesso loro di arrivare fino a qui.
tocco, fallo anche piuttosto evidente. Palla Balotelli. Contrasto irregolare, dunque calcio di punizione. Attenzione all'arbitro che estrae il cartellino, giallo, giallo. Con il fischio dell'arbitro. Ce l'hanno fatta, hanno conquistato la Coppa, il traguardo che sogni dall'inizio della stagione. È un giorno che i tifosi non dimenticheranno mai.
È sempre un piacere assistere ad una partita come quella che ci hanno regalato oggi queste due squadre.
Anticipation, passion, excitement and expectation. It's all here in what is the final chapter of the UEFA Champions League. And the perfect prelude to any big game, the UEFA Champions League anthem. The club so steeped in history, it's become a magnet for many of the world's top footballers.
Yes, they come to play for Manchester United because they know they'll be competing for the game's top prizes.
90 minutes stands between these teams and a place in history. Benyat. And a Herrera. It's Mata. Here's Rooney. Rooney! Carved away!
Well, the last line of defence came to the rescue when the lines in front weren't looking too clever. Good stop.
Van Persie will drive this corner in. The defence does its job, they get it away. Di Maria. Blind. Benyat. Iraola. And he's fouled him. And there's the first booking of the game already. Either side able to find the net at the moment. Played into space out wide. Susaeta has the ball in a wide position. The ball's with Rooney. Here it is. Van Persie. He went for elevation, but it didn't come off.
Oh, it's such a pity that, because it would have been a really, really stylish goal and he pulled it off.
Here's Muniain. If anyone has only just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed any goals here. Through and still going. Here's Rooney. Moving forwards. Susaeta. There's the whistle. An entertaining first half that has simply flown by. What struck you about the first 45 minutes of this final then?
Well, both teams seem to be...
So here we go then. Juan Mata. Van Persie! The man for the big occasion has done it! The man for the big occasion has delivered.
Well, we may have had to wait until the start of this second half for the opening goal, but we can't pretend to be surprised that one of the biggest characters on the field has struck.
That would have to go down as one of the sweetest strikes I think I've ever seen.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Manchester United have the all-important opener.
Oh, look, from experience I can tell you that the first goal is always vital in any final. It can make such a psychological difference.
It's Rooney. Mata. Rooney. They've scored. It's a two-goal lead now. really tested the strength of the net.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such a plumb.
So it's now 2 without reply.
Well, that goal makes such a difference to the whole dynamic of this game. That second goal puts him in control now.
Van Persie! They were so nearly punished for their mistake.
I love to see a team closing down from the front like that, and I think they did brilliant to win it back and get the shot away.
You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. Someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Manchester United not as yet making any changes. Here's Van Persie. Van Persie! Another one! They have a 3-goal advantage, and that should be enough. No doubt about that one. A finish out of the top draw.
You know, it's the modern ball that makes such a difference to shots like that. If you connect well, it will swerve and dip all over the place. It's just so hard to predict.
With a welcome advantage, it's Manchester United. It'll be a throw. Aduri. Spoon forward. Balenciaga. Got the man there, that's a free kick. Di Maria. Now there's a chance to counter. On his own. Rooney put some power behind that. Balenciaga. De Marcos. Good possession in this spell, but lacking any real penetration. Iraola slides it through. Aduri, he's onside here. Tremendous from Muniain. Could that be the lifeline they so badly need? He was never going to decline an invitation like that.
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance, he was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
Is there a fight back on the cards? Full-time whistle within sight. Balenciaga. So there it is, and that concludes today's contest. They came, they saw, they conquered, they are the champions of Europe. Moments like this will live forever in the memory of the fans as well as the players.
There have been unforgettable highs and lows, and at last, they are champions.
You know, the atmosphere coming to this match was wonderful. It's an absolute pleasure to be here and share this moment with such an outstanding team. I just feel that this can be a little bit of a strange time, you know. You've worked so hard, yes, you're the champions, you've won the game, and you're looking around at each other thinking, well, what do we do now?
Hallo und willkommen aus San Siro in Mailand. Hier tragen sowohl der AC als auch Inter ihre Spiele aus. Außerdem findet hier auch das Champions League Finale 2016 statt. Heute ist der größte Tag des europäischen Fußballkalenders, das Finale der UEFA Champions League. Jetzt wird die UEFA Champions League Hymne gespielt. Das hier die Aufstellung. Neuer, Vidal, Jerome Boateng, Lahm, Alaba, Xabi Alonso, Thiago, Müller, Robben, Ribéry, Lewandowski. Chelsea, der heutige Gast. Courtois steht heute zwischen den Pfosten. Terry, Cahill, Ivanovic, Azpilicueta, Mikel, Matic, Willian, Hazard, Oscar, Diego Costa. Und jetzt bitte lasst die Spiele beginnen.
Sie haben beide so hart dafür gearbeitet, hier hinzukommen, in dieses Finale. Jetzt wollen sie die Ernte einfahren und ich bin gespannt, wer besser spielt, wer konzentrierter ist, wer heute besser drauf ist.
Durch die Abwehr. Er geht zum Torhüter. Und damit ist es fürs Erste vorbei. Thiago. Er versucht, den Ball in die Gasse zu spielen. Oscar. Matic. Lewandowski. Ein langer Ball nach vorn. Da versucht er, die Abwehr zu überlupfen. Der Ball kommt durch. Müller. Er versucht, ihn da durchzuspielen. Langer Ball in den freien Raum. Sie schlagen ihn nach vorn. Mikel. Ja, das macht er gut. Mit sehr viel Routine, ganz abgebrüht. Er steckt ihn durch. Terry mit gutem Stellungsspiel. Den hat er ausgebremst.
Manchmal erlebt man ja trotz eines 0:0, dass die Atmosphäre knisternd und prickelnd ist. Die schießen hier überhaupt nicht aufs Tor. Hier ist das wirklich nicht der Fall.
Das ist Diego Costa. Robben. Matic. Azpilicueta. Oscar versucht, die Gasse zu finden. Sehr gut freigelaufen. Da treibt er den Ball weit vor. Es sieht gut aus. Jetzt sprintet er mit dem Ball nach vorne. Tor für den FC Bayern München. Das hier könnte ein sehr, sehr wichtiger Meilenstein auf dem Weg zum Titel gewesen sein.
Das ist schon merkwürdig. So viele stellen sich ihm entgegen, aber wenn er einen guten Tag erwischt hat, dann kannst du ihn nicht bremsen.
Damit ist dieses Spiel hier eröffnet.
Sie haben in diesem Endspiel das erste Tor gemacht und sie sind jetzt zweifellos, wenn man so will, im Psycho-Vorteil.
Und die Abseitsfalle schnappt zu.
Das war knapp, aber er stand tatsächlich dahinter.
Oscar. Lahm. Caramba, Carajo, da ist ja noch mal alles richtig abgegangen hinten raus in diesem Finale. Erste Hälfte in diesem Finale ist vorbei. Hansi Küpper, wie siehst du diese Partie?
Davon haben sie getroffen.
Das war der Startschuss.
Bayern München muss sich jetzt natürlich entscheiden, nachlegen und auf die...
Drin das Ding! Jetzt liegen sie mit 2 Toren vor. Ich finde es wirklich bemerkenswert, dass das Tor noch steht.
Also ich habe fast die Vermutung, dass der Torhüter froh ist, dass er hier nicht mehr die Hand an den Ball bekommen hat.
So, 2:0 jetzt also.
Das ist jetzt die Frage. War's das? Sie haben die Führung ausgebaut. Ist das schon die Entscheidung? Oder erleben wir doch noch mal die Wende?
Und drin ist er. Und so langsam aber sicher kriegt dieses Ergebnis hier groteske Züge. Er hat aber mal so richtig eingeschlagen.
Also ich habe fast die Vermutung, dass der Torhüter froh ist, dass er hier nicht mehr die Hand an den Ball bekommen hat.
Damit also steht's 3:0. Oscar. William. Er versucht, die Lücke in der Abwehr zu finden. Er versucht, den Ball in die Gasse zu spielen. Durch die Abwehr. Ein langer Ball über die Abwehr. Er versucht, ihn da durchzuspielen. Stehen sie wirklich stabil. Der FC Bayern München nimmt noch keine Änderungen am Personal vor. Weit nach vorn gespielt. Oscar. Sauber verteidigt. Das war ein klares Foul. Weiß nicht, ob er so richtig zufrieden damit sein wird.
Und dann suchen sie den Abschluss aus dieser Distanz. Vielleicht hätten sie versuchen sollen, diesen Angriff besser auszuspielen.
Absolut keine Chance, diesen Riegel zu knacken. Der kommt richtig lang. Und er haut das Ding vor. Vidal. Wir nähern uns mit großen Schritten dem Spielende. Nur noch ein paar Schritte bis zum möglichen Erfolg. Der ist schön durchgekommen. Versucht die Gasse zu finden. Es war ein Foul, gar keine Frage. Für mich ist das keine Überraschung, dass es hier Gelb gibt. Aber wenn es so eine Versammlung gibt rund um einen am Boden liegenden Spieler, dann ist da wirklich was los. Hazard. Was für ein Tor! Klasse Abschluss!
Fantastisch!
Dieser Treffer zeigt ganz eindeutig, was das für ein überragender Fußballer ist.
Bei ruhenden Bällen gibt es kaum einen Spieler, der für so viel Torgefahr sorgt wie er.
Chelsea verkürzt auf 2 Tore. Ab auf die linke Seite. Ist das ein langer Ball? Hier ist Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Fantastisch von Lewandowski. So eine Einladung möchte ich auch mal gerne bekommen.
Lewandowski völlig frei im Gegner. gegnerischen 16-Meter-Raum. Und wenn man ihm diese Gelegenheit gibt, dann nutzt er sie auch, so wie in dieser Situation.
Mit 3 sind sie jetzt schon vorn. Und das war's. Der Referee pfeift die Partie ab. Sie haben Europa im Sturm erobert. Mit ihrer unnachahmlichen Art, Fußball zu spielen, konnte keine andere Mannschaft mithalten. Sie sind das Beste, was der europäische Fußball zu bieten hat. Sie haben das Ding im Sack. Sie sind heute als Sieger vom Platz gegangen und werden jetzt bei der Siegerehrung zu Recht gefeiert. Ein großer Tag für Sie und Ihre Fans und ein weiterer wichtiger Tag in der Geschichte dieses stolzen Vereins.
Quiero saludar y dar la bienvenida a todos los espectadores que nos siguen por todo el mundo. Para mí es un honor narrar este pedazo de partido. Ya solo falta que los jugadores salten al césped para que todo dé comienzo, dentro de muy poco. Bienvenidos a la gran fiesta del fútbol europeo, la final de la UEFA Champions League. escuchamos ya como se merece, con el respeto que se merece el himno de la UEFA Champions League, que se ha convertido por derecho propio en el mejor símbolo del fútbol europeo. El Barça es fiel a sí mismo, ha conseguido todos sus éxitos con un estilo muy definido de juego.
Sí, es un estilo muy especial que todo el mundo reconoce y que le ha llevado a los éxitos recientes en la UEFA Champions League.
Solo quedan 90 minutos para que uno de estos dos equipos pida cita con la historia.
Tratándose de la final y viendo todo el camino que han recorrido para llegar hasta aquí, es lógico que ninguno quiera perder. Yo creo que van a salir a amarrar bastante. Vamos a ver un partido tenso, un partido en el que nadie quiere arriesgar mucho, a ver quién marca primero.
Sale de la presión. ¡Luis Suárez! Podría haber entrado.
Fíjate el disparo tan ajustado que ha estado rozando el palo, pero bueno. Es que lo tenía todo para hacer el 1-0. Disponía de tiempo y de espacio para poner a su equipo en franquicia.
Isco. Prepara el disparo. Vaya, casi saca petróleo de ese fallo.
Bueno, esa presión asfixiante a la que ha sometido al rival le ha dado sus frutos al final. Un gran esfuerzo.
Primer córner del partido. Y fuera las telarañas. Messi. Tiene espacio para tirar a puerta. Se ha dormido en los laureles.
Sin duda, ha tardado mucho tiempo en decidir y ha perdido su oportunidad. Os digo una cosa, está siendo un gran partido, no hay goles, pero no es bacalá ni mucho menos, ¿eh? Buenos disparos, buen juego, a mí me está encantando. Estamos viendo cómo ambos laterales se incorporan al ataque.
¿Y cuál es la justificación táctica?
Bueno, es una treta realmente, para mantener a los jugadores...
¡Gol Barcelona! ¿Será este el gol que los conduzca a la gloria?
Pues ahí está, esto es lo que tiene perder la pelota en el centro del campo, hombre. Un mal pase puede acabar en un robo de balón y gol rapidísimo. Es justo lo que ha pasado. Muy buen ejemplo de fútbol de contragolpe, muy bien jugado por parte de Messi.
El primer gol del partido.
El primer gol siempre es importante, siempre, sobre todo en una final.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Rakitic la mete al área. El balón se pasea sin que nadie llegue. Busca la volea. Ensaya el golpeo. Para desesperación de su rival. El balón ha entrado. ¡Gol! Si siguen así, la goleada puede ser escandalosa. Se colocan 2 arriba.
Tienen el partido de cara ya, ¿eh? Con 2 goles de ventaja no deben correr riesgos innecesarios.
¡Qué bien la ha peleado! Se ha quedado con la pelota. Se lanza con todo y la corta bien. La centra. ¡Va por el gol! La mandan fuera de peligro. Centra. ¡Arriba y cabezazo! Parecía mejor de lo que ha sido.
Bueno, no es fácil recibir un pase desde atrás y la verdad es que ha finalizado la jugada, pero muy bien, ¿eh? Posición nada cómoda además.
Rakitic.
Lo recupera. ¡Qué paradón! ¡Qué gran parada, señores!
El portero aquí le ha salvado totalmente la papeleta a la defensa, ¿eh?
Marcar en un córner no es nuevo para ellos. Aquí tienen otra ocasión de oro. ¡Remata! ¡Y gol! ¡Otro más! Consiguen volver a marcar en cuestión de minutos. El partido prosigue con el marcador de 3-0. La ha dirigido de maravilla. Parece que sí, que hay contacto. Sergio Busquets tiene un buen juego de piernas, pero esta vez no le ha servido de mucho.
A mí me parece que al final había demasiada gente dentro del área, ¿eh? Resultaba imposible disparar con precisión desde ahí.
Rakitic.
Balón templado. Marcelo estaba muy bien posicionado y cortó ese balón. Suena el silbato, se ha pasado volando. ¿Qué te han parecido estos primeros 45 minutos de la final?
Bueno, uno se puede entusiasmar pensando que va...
Y arranca el partido. Eso es saque lateral. El balón vuela. Consigue salir. Dentro de Suárez. Dani Carvajal. La manda lejos y no se complica. Jordi Alba quiere jugarla rápido hacia adelante. Directo a gol.
Esta jugada define lo que es un contragolpe perfecto. Mereció ser gol, sin duda.
Se alza para rematar. ¡Gol! ¡Balón adentro! Ese tanto subirá al marcador. Este partido ya no tiene historia, pero parecen querer aún más. tienen el partido totalmente bajo control. Sergio Busquets. La controla Benzema. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lo tenían todo en contra y aún así se libraron.
Ha estado, pero de verdad, sensacional. Me quito el sombrero, ¿eh? Esa era la típica jugada en la que un error podía dar al traste con todo. Muy bien jugado por parte de Piqué.
Madrid está manteniendo al otro equipo a un pasito de distancia.
Sí, y el motivo es que tienen mucho miedo de que les ganen la espalda. Ese es el motivo, yo creo. Saben que llevan mucho peligro. Con gente tan rápida, solo necesitan un pase decente para meterte en apuros.
Isco. Se va solo. La centra. Mano providencial del portero. Despeja como puede. Rakitic. La juega rasa. Menuda cabalgada se está marcando por la izquierda. Toni Kroos. Está causando estragos por la banda izquierda. La ha dirigido de maravilla. Cristiano Ronaldo. Buena parada.
Sabía exactamente lo que quería hacer antes de que el balón llegara a su poder. Ha hecho un gran control, pero bueno, es una pena, ha fallado en la definición final. ¿Qué le vamos a hacer?
Falta, aunque no estoy seguro si fue o no dentro del área. Y el colegiado pita la pena máxima. La falta ha sido clara y no admite lugar a dudas. Recorta distancias desde los 11 metros. Con calma y tranquilidad, como debe ser.
Yo creo que el portero no quiere ni ver la repetición, ¿eh? Lo quiere olvidar para siempre, ha sido del lado contrario.
Cuarto gol ya en esta competición. Se reanuda el juego y no tienen intención de tirar la toalla. Sergi Roberto la pone. Y a eso se le llama un despeje. Balón templado. Esas no se perdonan. Buen centro a la banda. Parece que sí que hay contacto. Balón largo del portero. El árbitro pita al final. El encuentro ha terminado.
Señoras y señores, este equipo acaba de coronarse en lo que será sin duda una de las páginas más importantes de su historia como campeones de Europa, campeones de la UEFA Champions League.
El Barcelona lo ha conseguido. Han sido unos merecidísimos campeones de Copa y llega la hora de la ceremonia de entrega y de celebrarlo por todo lo alto con la afición.
Un saluto da un palcoscenico davvero speciale riservato al top del calcio europeo. Si tratta di un vero e proprio stadio delle meraviglie. E benvenuti all'evento più importante del calcio europeo, le grandi orecchie. La finale di UEFA Champions League sta per arrivare. Ascoltiamo l'inno ufficiale della UEFA Champions League. Il derby del Sud è sempre stato giocato in un'atmosfera magica. Roma contro Napoli. In alcuni momenti in passato i tifosi sono stati anche gemellati. Adesso i rapporti sono decisamente più tesi.
Questa è la finale, entrambe le squadre vogliono la vittoria a tutti i costi. Mi aspetto una partita molto chiusa e tattica fino al primo gol, ma se il risultato si sblocca presto ci sarà da divertirsi.
Ha perso un pallone sanguinoso, per poco non pagavano con il gol.
Ecco un ottimo esempio di come passare rapidamente dalla difesa all'attacco. Il pressing alto a volte può portare a occasioni come questa.
Ci mette il fisico e conquista il pallone. Palla a Koulibaly. Zelinski allarga il gioco a destra. Ancora fuori dall'area. Ottima pressione la sua. Palla recuperata. Palla in avanti verso il compagno. Cross. E la manovra offensiva si ferma qui. Palla riconquistata immediatamente. Mertens. De Rossi cerca di pescare il compagno là davanti. Koulibaly riceve palla. Zelinski. Mertens. Nessun gol finora. Allan. Mertens. E c'è il gol del Napoli. Un gol importantissimo che adesso devono gestire. Una conclusione assolutamente imparabile.
Un bel tiro. Ha avuto sì un pizzico di fortuna con il rimbalzo sul palo, ma se lo meritava.
Ed ecco che arriva il terzo gol per lui nella competizione. Hanno trovato il primo gol che cambia anche gli equilibri tattici dell'incontro.
Segnare per primi è sempre un vantaggio, ma farlo in una finale è spesso decisivo.
Dzeko. Usai legge bene l'azione, blocca il pallone. Cerca lo spunto. Elegante. Ha provato a fare tutto da solo, la sua iniziativa però non ha dato i frutti sperati. Intervento scorretto che non sfugge certo al direttore di gara. È stato un brivido per la squadra, ma si è fatto trovare pronto con l'anticipo. Insigne, Usai. Hamsik prova la verticalizzazione e arriva alla fine del primo tempo. Finiscono così 45 minuti di calcio, una prima parte non certo avara di emozioni nonostante ci sia un solo gol a referto. Partiti.
Beh, quel che è fatto è fatto, non devono pensare al primo tempo, ma concentrarsi sui restanti 45 minuti per rimediare. Ora devono prendersi qualche rischio, attaccare con più uomini, non hanno altra scelta.
El Shaarawy se ne va, c'è spazio, può concludere, va rapido sulla respinta, pallone fuori davvero di pochissimo, gran peccato.
Conclusione fuori di un soffio, peccato per lui, il tentativo era ottimo.
Hamsik, Lorenzo Insigne, Usai e passa. Insigne, brutto intervento, fuori tempo, calcio di punizione. Preferisce l'approccio diplomatico, il cartellino rimane nel taschino.
Credo che questa sia la prima volta che provano ad attaccare per vie centrali. Finora hanno preferito sfruttare le corsie laterali.
Si avvicina alla porta.
Magari avrebbe potuto creare soluzioni alternative. L'azione è sfumata così.
Può andare, non può sbagliare. Qui deve tirare ed è gol!
Il controllo non era facile, ma lui l'ha eseguito bene, riuscendo a preparare bene il tiro.
E con questo arriva a quota 5 in questo torneo. Si ricomincia da una situazione di parità.
Questa è una partita in cui non è facile creare occasioni da gol, ma lui ce l'ha fatta, e come?
Hamsik, Jorginho, tega il duro ma efficace. C'è spazio, occhio! Il direttore di gara interrompe l'azione, si ripartirà con un calcio da fermo. Attenzione all'arbitro che sa il cartellino, giallo, è giallo. La appoggia sulla fascia. Florenzi, di forza. Ha provato l'azione individuale senza successo però. Adesso deve ipnotizzare il portiere. Conclusione! E c'è il gol della Roma! E adesso possono tornare a controllare il match. Splendido pallonetto!
Ha sorpreso anche me con questa soluzione. Il portiere è rimasto ipnotizzato.
sono in vantaggio di un gol.
È proprio questa attitudine a non mollare mai che ha permesso loro di arrivare fino a qui.
Copertura attenta, hanno letto bene la situazione, non li hanno fatti passare. Jorginho. Cercano di rilanciare l'azione dalle retrovie. Arriva il cross di De Rossi. Al volo! La toglie dalla porta! Strootman. Può provare. C'è il retropassaggio.
Difesa molto distratta in questa occasione. Non possono permettersi di perdere la concentrazione così.
Ed è arrivato il segnale di chiusura della gara da parte dell'arbitro. Questa è una delle notti più importanti della loro vita. I campioni d'Europa sono loro.